Hey y'all, what's up? I just want to say that this video is not for kids. Just a quick PSA. There is a lot of cussing in this story time. So if you do not want to hear cussing and you don't want your kids to hear cussing, please do not watch this video. Thank you. Enjoy. Hey y'all, what's up and welcome back to another vloggy vlog. So this one is a special vlog for you guys. Y'all getting a story time and a vlog, okay? And while we're doing a story time, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all me cleaning up my kitchen and also making breakfast for me and my hubby and also Karaya. So let's go ahead and get right into this video and just sit back, relax, and watch me work, okay? First of all, if you are new here, thank you so much for joining the fam, okay? Make sure you hit that subscribe button, okay? Because we lit over here, for real, for real. And hit those thumbs up, y'all. This is a story time about how I got kicked out of my cousin's wedding. So before we get started, I'm going to give y'all some backstories to this story. Because you know how black people is. We got to have backstories to tell a story so you can understand the story, okay? So here's the backstory. I have this cousin. Me and this cousin, we kind of grew up together, but we kind of didn't. And let me explain. Our mothers are first cousins, and our mothers was very, very, very close to each other. I think we actually lived together like when we was like maybe 3 or 4 or something like that. But our mothers was real close at one point, and we was always around each other. And then we just wasn't around each other for a long time. It was like we would see each other every so often or periodically. Every once in a blue moon, I would see her. But it was all love. Like that was my cousin. I was excited to see her when I did see her, you know. That was my girl, you know what I'm saying? And I really looked forward to kicking it with her when I get a chance to. Anyway, moving forward, you know, like all throughout elementary, middle, high school, that's how our relationship was. It was very distant, but it was all love every time we seen each other. We never got into a fight, argument. We never had any bad beef with each other. We never had any ill intentions towards each other, nothing. It was never anything negative. We was always cool, and we always got along. Moving forward to 8 years ago, she calls me up one day out of nowhere. Mind you, the relationship is still the same. I see her and talk to her every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? She calls me up out of the blue and was like, "Hey girl, I'm getting married and I want you to be the matron of honor." I was like, oh my God. I was so honored, for one, because I never been a matron of honor. I've been in 2 weddings and I was a junior's bridesmaid in both of those weddings, okay? And it was in 1998. So I was like ecstatic. What? I'm about to be in a wedding. I love weddings. And I'm about to be a freaking matron of honor. What? I was like, yeah, I'm taking this serious. Whatever you need, cuz I got you. I'm here. Whatever you want. Mind you, y'all, I lived 4 hours away from her. 4 hours away. So I was excited. You know what I'm saying? A couple of months later, she hit me up like, "Hey girl, we are doing a engagement barbecue." I said, "Okay, cool. I'm there. Tell me when it is." She told me when it is. You know, I made sure I drove that 4 hours, got there, helped her and our family set up everything from the decorations, food, everything. I helped with everything, okay? And it was fun. We had a good ass time. Then I would say I drove back home 4 hours, right? Then I would say a couple of months later, she hit me up again and she was like, "Hey, cuz, we're going to look for bridesmaids dresses. I want you to come out." I said, "Okay, cool." Drove another 4 hours. When I got there, y'all, none of her other bridesmaids had shown up. None. Not one, not zero. It was just me. She was pissed the fuck off. She was just like, "This is some bull. You know, you drove all the way up here and ain't nobody show up." So I was like, "Well, shit, is we gonna still go look for dresses?" And she was just like, "No, we gonna wait. We gonna do it when we get everybody to do it." I said, "Okay, cool." Even though I was just like, "Damn, that's fucked up. I just drove all the way up here for nothing." You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is at the end of the day. So moving forward, a couple of months later, she hits me up out of nowhere and was like, "Yeah, I am just so stressed out with this wedding. Ain't nothing going like I wanted to go. I think I'm just gonna go to the justice of the peace. So I said, okay, whatever you want to do, cuz I am here for you. I will be there. I am still your right hand man. Just let me know what you gonna do. Yeah, she was just like, I'm going to the justice of the peace. Flat out. I'm going, and that's what I'm gonna do. So that's what I thought she was gonna do. I was like, okay. And she sounded really stressed out. So, I was like, okay. I was like, let me know when everything go down. I'll be there. Let me, give me a heads up so I can come. You know what I'm saying? So, weeks go by. Months go by, and next thing you know, I get on Facebook one day and I see her say, oh, my bridesmaids look so cute in their dresses. My bridesmaids dresses are so nice. I'm so excited about my wedding. My bridesmaids look so good. I'm like, hold the fuck up. I'm like, that sound? That screeching stop. I'm like, hold the fuck up. What you mean your bridesmaids dresses look good and your bridesmaids look good? I'm thinking to myself, where did I get left out at? Like, I ain't get a phone call, a text message, a email, nothing. So I'm just thinking to myself, like, okay, what the hell? And I got pissed the fuck off because I'm like, okay, this is the thing. I'm thinking, like, if you truly wanted me to be in this wedding, you would have called me and was like, okay, Steph, we about to go bridesmaids dress shopping like you did before. You didn't do that. You literally just left me out the equation. You knew good and damn well we was Facebook friends and I would see that post and feel some type of way. And I did. So when I felt a type of way, I just was like, you know what? It is what it is. She don't want me to be in a wedding. And I left it at that. I ain't say nothing at all about it. I ain't say nothing to her. I just let her move how she move. Then I found out that a cousin of mine that is also close to us and the same age as us, that it was always the three of us when we did link up. We linked up with the three of us and stuff. But so she wasn't in the wedding initially. And me and this cousin is actually really close and we talk a lot. And so as I am going through all this stuff and finding out about this whole Facebook catastrophe of me not being in the wedding through Facebook, I talked to my other cousin. I'm like, hey, this, like, damn, this is what happened. I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know why I'm kicked out the wedding, but what's up? Like, I don't know what happened with us. Like, I don't know why she didn't communicate nothing with me. And she was just like, man, I don't know. And, and then she was like, but are you still going to the wedding? And I was like, no, I'm not going to the wedding. Like, I'm not about to drive 4 hours to go up there if I got kicked out the damn wedding, and then I couldn't even get a proper conversation as to, Steph, we gonna go a different, we ain't gonna, I got my friends or whatever. Like, you could have said something. You could have said something to me. Anyway, moving forward. So my cousin that knew about the whole situation, I'm talking to her the whole time about the situation and, confiding in her and telling her, like, damn, I'm real, like, hurt about it. My feelings was hurt and shit. Some more months go by later, and I am chilling. I think me and my husband was out on a date or something like that, and I happen to look on Facebook, and I see pictures of the wedding, and of course, everybody in my family went to the wedding. And my cousin was a motherfucking bridesmaid. The cousin that I'm telling all this shit to. The cousin that know everything that's going on with me anyway. She in the motherfucking wedding. And I'm just like, hold up. I get pissed because I'm like, I'm literally talking to you, telling you all this shit. And the whole time you in the wedding. And you couldn't tell me. But you wasn't in the wedding first. So I'm thinking like, okay, so you must have took my spot then. But I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? Like, what is this about? Like, I'm just really confused about everything. And I'm mad as hell because I'm like, I talk to you all the time. Why wouldn't you tell me that that you're in the wedding now? Like, you could have told me. I wouldn't have been mad. Like, I'm not going to be mad about that shit. If she wants you in the wedding, that's her wedding. She could have you in the wedding. I'm not mad at you for being in the wedding. What I'm mad at is you knew everything that was going on and you didn't tell me that you was actually in a wedding. She told me that you wasn't going to be in a wedding and now you is in a wedding, and I just feel like that was some fucked up shit. I was just more mad that I found out that my cousin that I actually talked to was in the wedding from Facebook. Like, I shouldn't have found out from Facebook when I'm talking to you all the time about what's going on with the wedding. Moving forward, my cousin, I actually talked to my cousin after the wedding. And I was like, not my cousin that kicked me out, the cousin that I was closer to. I'm like, how the hell you didn't tell me that you was in the wedding and I was talking to you the whole time? And the first thing that comes out of her mouth is, I don't know what you and her got going on, but I ain't in it. I said, first of all, I don't even know what me and her got going on. I ain't did nothing to her. I ain't even talked to the girl since she told me that she was going to the Justice of the Peace. And she never went to the Justice of the Peace. She ended up having a fucking wedding. So I don't understand why she would tell me she was going to the Justice of the Peace and then turn around and have a wedding. Like, why would you ask me to be in your wedding and then do some fuck shit like that? That pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? So my cousin was just like, I don't know what y'all got going on. I said, I don't know what we got going on. I have no idea. Let me know. You tell me. I'm not in it. That's all she kept saying. I'm not in it. I'm not in it. So I was like, you know what? It is what it is. I don't give a fuck because I know I ain't did nothing to that girl. I was there for her. I went out of my way, driving 4 hours there, 4 hours back, multiple times. You know what I'm saying? The last time was for absolutely nothing. And this is how I get treated? Okay, whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? I did not talk to my cousin for 8 years. I guess she was talking mad shit about me to my cousin that replaced me in her wedding. Because the cousin that was actually in the wedding and replaced me, I guess. I'm saying replaced me because she wasn't in the wedding before. And then when I was no longer in the wedding, she was in the wedding. But anyway, she ended up getting into it with the bride. I'm going to say the bride so y'all can, know who I'm talking about. So she ended up getting into it with the bride. This is way after the wedding. This is like some years after. She ended up getting into it with the bride. And they fall out. And then next thing you know, me and my cousin was talking and I'm like, I just don't the whole situation with the wedding came up and I was just like, I just don't know what's going on. I think she asked me, was I talking to her or did I ever talk to her? And I'm like, no, I never talked to her. She never reached out to me. I never reached out to her. We ain't never talked. And then she was like, well, I guess I can tell you now what she said since we ain't talking no more. So I'm like, okay, what did she say? And she was like, oh, well, she said that she ain't want you in the wedding because you was bougie and you always up under your husband. Like you don't do nothing without him. I was like, what the hell is you talking about? The word bougie with, oh my goodness, y'all. I ain't even going to get into it. That's a whole nother story time. But anyway, yeah. So basically my cousin told me that she said that I was bougie. She didn't want me in the wedding because I was too bougie and something else about me being up under my husband. I don't understand it. I don't know. But this is the thing. You don't know me. You don't know what I do on a day-to-day basis. You don't know my life. You don't even know the person that I am. So for you to say, oh, I'm this, I'm that, or I'm always up under my husband, how would you know when I don't ever see you? I see you every once in a blue moon. So why are you judging me? I don't even talk to you like that. We talk once in a blue moon. How can you sit there and pass judgment on me and call me bougie and you don't want me in a wedding? You shouldn't have asked me to be in your wedding in the first motherfucking place if that's how you felt. Moving on. 8 years I did not speak to my cousin. I would say 2 months ago, I was on FaceTime with another cousin, a different cousin. And me and her FaceTime and we talking. And my cousin, the one that got married, popped up at her house. And my cousin that I was on the phone with showed her the phone of me on the phone. And she just looked at me. She was just stuck. She just looked at me. She ain't say shit. She ain't say nothing. I don't even think she said hi. I said hi because I ain't that type of person. I was just like, hey, I said her name like, hey, such and such. I don't want to say no names. But I said, hey. And she was just like, and I was just like, okay, whatever. My cousin was like, okay, I'm going to get off the phone. I'm going to talk to her and I'll call you back. I said, okay, whatever. My other cousin don't know what the issue was, that it was like, didn't know that I haven't spoken to this cousin in 8 years, basically. So moving forward, that was like 2 months ago. Moving forward to today is August 19th, Monday, Tuesday, August the 13th, she hit me up. She hit me up out of nowhere on Facebook Messenger. She hit me up, and first I sent a messenger message, and then I got a friend request from her because I didn't even get to that part. Let me press pause real quick. So we ended up not being friends on Facebook because I don't know what happened. I was always her friend on Facebook. I didn't know that she unfriended me until my daughter's 7th birthday. Karaya is now 13. When my daughter turned 7, I decided to have a birthday party, a huge birthday party, like a carnival themed birthday party in my hometown. I invited all of my family, including her. And I did that. I don't have no ill will towards her. I never did anything to her. I ain't got no beef with her. So I invited her because that's my cousin. And, I was salty about the wedding, but I knew that she had a son. And I'm like, she can bring her kid. We can talk and hash everything out. That's what I was thinking. I goes to invite her on Facebook because I made a invitation on Facebook for all of my family that was in my hometown. Because I didn't want to send out no invitations to them or whatever. I'm 4 hours away, mind you. So I made an invitation on Facebook and sent it to my whole family, including her. That's when I found out, she got me unfriended. I was like, damn, that's fucked up. So I was just like, whatever, it is what it is. Now that was when my daughter was 7. Mind you, my daughter is 13 now. So when she sent me the friend request, I was just like, should I accept this? I was just thinking to myself. So I was like, you know what? I accept it, whatever. I accepted the friend request. And then I looked at the message. The message was like, I should put it on the screen. The message literally said, after 8 years of me and this girl not speaking to each other, the message said, I'm in Orlando. That's it. That's all. I'm in Orlando. I said, what the hell? I said, I ain't getting no, hey, how are you? Oh my God, I ain't talked to you in so long. It's been years. How you doing? How you been? How's the family? I ain't getting none of that. I'm in Orlando. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? So I was just like, I'm going back and forth in my mind. Like, should I respond or not? Because I think that was just so that was dry, right? So I'm like, how would I respond to that? So of course, the first thing I do is I call my husband because that's my husband. And I like to talk to him about everything. Like, when it comes to making decisions about certain things. So I was like, I told him, I'm like, do you think I should speak to her? How should I respond to this? Because I'm like, if I ain't talked to somebody in a long time, I'm not going to say I'm in Orlando. I'm going to be like, how you doing? Like, I know I haven't talked to you in so many years, but I want to see you while I'm here, or we can talk and catch up. Like, I would have led with something like that. I wouldn't have just said I'm in Orlando. So, my husband was like, he told me his opinion on what I should do. And I was just like, I just was so conflicted. I just didn't know how I should respond to that. Because at a certain point, I was over it. I was just like, I'm going to move on with my life. I ain't talked to this girl in 8 years. She don't fuck with me for some reason. I don't know what the reason was, but for some reason, she don't fuck with me. And she, so I just was like, I'm going to live my life. She can live hers. I moved on. So I wasn't even trying to, mind you, we are family. I love my family. I'm going to always be cordial, classy, and polished when it comes to anything. So if I was to see her in any setting, I'm going to be like, hello, how are you? Because that's just me. Unless she did something totally grimy to me that I'm like, I'm never talking to her again. I ain't got no reason for that. So I was just like, if I was to see her, of course I'm going to be cordial. I'm going to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be a nasty bitch. So I was just like, you know what? how long you here for? That's how I said. That's what I said. How long are you here? And she hit back and was like, oh, I'm here till Thursday. I said, okay, that's cool. And then she said, yeah, I'm taking my kids here. I said, yeah, that should be fun. And that was it. That's all I said. That was the last thing I said. And she said, yeah, they should have some fun. And that was it. And I left it at that. I didn't respond back to nothing, because the more that I was responding, the more I was like, why am I even talking to her? Like, why she ain't, like, she just talking to me. Like, she literally was just talking to me like nothing ever happened. Like she was talking to me like we picked up off of a conversation that we was just having. Like, I don't understand it. But I was just like, I ain't feeling it. I just was not feeling it. So I was just like, I ain't about to respond no more. Because I'm just like, I ain't with the fake shit. Where I'm at right now and how I feel, I just want to protect my peace, okay? I want to protect my peace. And when something pisses me off, the best thing I can do is just detach myself from it. And my thing is this, I'm not mad at the situation no more. I'm not mad at her for, you know, leaving me out of her wedding and not talking to me. That's whatever she was going through at that moment. That's what she was going through. You know, everybody go through things that they go through and do shit that they can't justify because of whatever they're going through. I get it, because I have been there. I have made mistakes. I have cut people off. I have, you know, reacted too fast to things. That's one of my downfalls. Like, that's one of my biggest toxic traits. I will react super fast and not think about it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just went ahead and unfriended her. I just ain't got time. I just want to protect my peace. So, with that being said, what would y'all have done? Would y'all have, like, tried to communicate? Would y'all would have appreciated that she reached out and just said, I'm in Orlando? Or would y'all would have been like, oh, how you doing? Let's link up or whatever. Like, what would y'all have done in that situation? I just would really want to know, because I'm just confused. I'm just like, how the fuck you gonna hit me and say, I'm in Orlando? Like, I'm supposed to jump up and be like, oh yeah, let's link up. Let's, like, bitch, I ain't seen you in 8 years. I ain't talked to you in 8 years. I am not the same person that I was 8 years ago. You don't even know the person that I was 8 years ago, because I wasn't even around you. I was living 4 hours away and never went back to my hometown to visit. Barely ever. And when I did go, I did not see you. I seen my mama. So it's like, you don't even know me. Honestly, I don't even know the person that you are. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. What would y'all have done? That's what I want to know. Let me know and get back to me. Leave me some comments. But let me know if you enjoyed the video of me cooking, cleaning. Let me know if you enjoyed it. I appreciate all of y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching and listening to my story time. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one.
Let me tell you about this girl. Maybe I shouldn't. I met her in Philly, and her name was Brad. See, we been making love constantly. That's why my eyes are a shade black burgundy. The way that we kiss is unlike any other way that I be kissing when I'm kissing what I miss. Won't you listen? Brown sugar, babe. I guess high off your love, I don't know how to be.